Have you ever felt adrift in a sea of negative thoughts, struggling to find your way through the stormy tides of your emotions? Imagine harnessing the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to navigate these turbulent waters and discover a profound sense of inner peace. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Today we delve into these timeless words and embark on a transformative journey. Join us as we uncover 7 priceless lessons from Stoicism, not just as teachings, but as guiding principles for life. With courage in your heart and a steady mind, these lessons will empower you to master your emotions and sail calmly through life's challenges. In the chaos of everyday life, let us guide you on how to rid yourself of negative thoughts using Stoic wisdom, paving the way to tranquility. If you find value in this journey, please give us a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Stoic Quotes 365 for more insights. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, let's explore the path to a peaceful and resilient life. Thank you for joining us, and let's get started. Lesson 1. Know what you can control. Have you ever found yourself in a storm? Not one with rain and thunder, but the storms of life. Unexpected events, letdowns, or abrupt modifications. The dichotomy of control, a lesson from the Stoic philosophers of ancient Greece and Rome, feels like a lifeline in these storms. Imagine this. You're planning an outdoor event, but it rains at the last minute. No matter how much you'd like to, you can't control the weather. However, how you feel about the rain is completely up to you. You could be sad and angry, or you could figure out a way to deal with it. Perhaps move the event inside or enjoy the rain as a refreshing change. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who was born a slave and became one of the most important thinkers of his time, wisely said, "Some things are in our control and others not." This might sound simple, but there's profound wisdom in this simplicity that can transform our lives. We face many situations every day. Some we can change, like the books we read, the people we spend time with, and our daily routines. But there are many things we can't control, such as global events, other people's actions, time passing, and yes, the weather. This is where the philosophy gets interesting. Stoic philosophers believe that how we interpret and respond to external events determines our happiness. Our emotions aren't caused by the events themselves, but by how we think about them. Reflect on a time when you faced adversity. Perhaps you didn't get the job you wanted. Everything felt bleak at the time. But later, you might have realized it was a blessing in disguise, leading you to a better opportunity or personal growth. So how can we make this work in our daily lives? Ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is yes, take action. If the answer is no, it's an opportunity to practice acceptance and focus on what you can change. By deeply understanding and internalizing this principle, we can free ourselves from unnecessary pain. Just like adjusting our sails to the wind, knowing that we can't control external events, can control our responses, allows us to navigate life with calmness. The dichotomy of control is a guiding light in a world that often seems chaotic. It reminds us to direct our energy where it counts most, and to find peace in knowing that some things are beyond our control. Second lesson, think before you act. In today's fast-paced world, speed and immediacy are highly valued, making the art of reflection seem almost obsolete. Yet, taking the time to think and pause can be our saving grace in a world demanding quick action. Consider the myriad of decisions we face daily, from choosing a meal at a restaurant to deciding on a career path. The size of the choices isn't what matters. It's how we approach them. Imagine receiving a message that stirs your emotions. Perhaps a colleague questions your work, or a friend makes an offhand remark. Your initial reaction might be to defend yourself, feel angry. You could dive headfirst into that emotional whirlpool. But what if you paused? By taking a step back, you allow your emotions to breathe and be understood, rather than suppressed. Reflection is not about avoiding our thoughts and feelings, but being present with them. It involves asking deep questions. Why did this comment hurt me so much? What underlying beliefs or past experiences are influencing my current emotions? Is my reaction based on the present moment or on past events? Thinking before speaking also fosters empathy. By giving ourselves time, we can see things from others' perspective. That coworker or friend may have had a rough day and didn't realize the impact of their words. Reflecting helps us and those around us understand situations better, reducing misunderstandings and building stronger relationships. Consider how many conflicts could be avoided if we paused to think before responding. How many bridges could be built instead of burned? In professional settings, this habit is invaluable. Leaders who reflect before making decisions are often seen as thoughtful, calm, and intelligent. Their decisions, grounded in deep thought, tend to have lasting impact. Reflection is a quiet rebellion against a world moving at breakneck speed. It's a powerful statement that we won't be swept away by the currents of immediacy. This practice ensures we care for ourselves, find happiness, and treat others well. It's not just a habit. It's a philosophy, a way of life valuing depth over breadth, understanding over impulsivity, and lasting connections over fleeting ones. Think of the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, who urged us to be deliberate in our actions and decisions. By integrating reflection into our lives, we influence not only our reactions but also the very fabric of our existence. This journey inward has profound effects outward, shaping a life of clarity, compassion, and connection. Lesson 3. Learn to be impartial. To someone immersed in an emotional world, the idea of practicing dispassion may seem peculiar. However, let's delve deeper into its true essence and the transformative power it holds. Dispassion isn't about suppressing your emotions or becoming indifferent to your surroundings. It's about finding a sense of calm amidst the chaos. Imagine not feeling overwhelmed by events, circumstances, or even your own emotion. Think about the last movie that captivated you. There were moments of tension, excitement, and perhaps sadness. Despite being engrossed in the story, you knew it was just a movie. You didn't rush to aid the hero or cheer for the villain, as if their struggles were real. You experienced the emotions yet maintained a sense of distance. Stoics advocate a similar approach to life. It's about observing how emotions ebb and flow without letting them dominate you. Consider being cut off in traffic. It's natural to feel anger or frustration. Practicing dispassion means acknowledging these emotions without letting them control you. Recognize them without judgment and let them pass like clouds in the sky. This doesn't mean becoming passive or apathetic. It means gaining more control over your emotional responses. Instead of reacting impulsively in a difficult situation, take a step back and evaluate your option. Clear thinking enables better decisions and positive actions. Dispassion also shapes how we react to uncontrollable external events. It's normal to feel a surge of emotions during a global crisis or when loved ones face hardships. By practicing dispassion, we can respond with calm and grace instead of succumbing to despair or hopelessness. This doesn't imply coldness or lack of care. It means that even amid life's inevitable storms, we preserve our inner peace. Think of dispassion as an anchor that keeps us steady when life becomes turbulent. It equips us to handle challenges with strength and poise. It provides the stability to be a source of support for ourselves and those around us. It reminds us that while emotions are an integral part of the human experience, we possess the power to transcend them and remain the calm in the storm. For instance, reflect on a time when a friend confided in you about their troubles. Practicing dispassion allows you to listen and support them without becoming overwhelmed by their distress. You offer a clear perspective and a steady presence, helping them navigate their emotions more effectively. In essence, dispassion is a profound practice that enhances our ability to deal with life's challenges gracefully. It grants us the resilience to maintain our equilibrium and offers a beacon of calm in a world often fraught with turmoil. By embracing dispassion, we honor our humanity while cultivating a serene and balanced approach to life. Lesson 4. Accept that things change. Change is the only constant in life. Everything around us is in a state of flux, from the seasons that shift with the months to the cells in our bodies that continually renew. Despite the omnipresence of change, many of us resist it, clinging to the familiar out of fear of the unknown. The Stoics, however, counsel us to embrace change as an essential part of life rather than merely accepting it. Understanding that things change doesn't need to induce fear or anxiety. Instead, it should foster gratitude and presence. Imagine if everything in your life were permanent. The people you love would never leave. Your current situation would never alter, and every moment of joy or pain would endure forever. Initially, this might sound appealing, but it would ultimately lead to complacency and stagnation. Recognizing the impermanence of life is what gives it color, depth, and vibrancy. It reminds us that every moment, experience, and relationship is precious and fleeting. This awareness encourages us to savor the beauty of a sunset, laugh heartily with friends, and express our love to those who matter, because we never know when it might be our last chance. Consider the story of a person who always feared losing their job. This fear held them back from exploring new opportunities. However, when they finally accepted that change is inevitable, they embraced a new career path and found greater satisfaction and growth. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom, seeing change not as a threat, but as a pathway to new possibilities. The Stoics also remind us that our struggles and setbacks are part of this impermanence. When we face tough times, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and defeated. Yet, by accepting that everything changes, we can find solace in knowing that this too shall pass. Just as storm clouds eventually clear, so do our difficult. This perspective helps us endure life's storms and emerge stronger. How do we embrace impermanence in our daily lives? It starts with a shift in mindset. Rather than resisting change, we can learn to flow with it, like a river that bends and turns along its course. Cultivating a sense of detachment from material possessions and external circumstances, knowing they are temporary, allows us to appreciate the lessons and opportunities each change brings. Imagine a tree in autumn, shedding its leaves. It doesn't resist this natural process but stands firm, knowing that new leaves will grow in the spring. Similarly, we can face life's changes with resilience, understanding that each transition brings its own growth and renewal. Being open to the inevitability of change is like dancing with life, engaging fully with its ever-changing rhythms and finding joy and meaning in each new moment. This approach not only enriches our experiences, but also fosters a deeper appreciation for the transient nature of existence. By accepting that things change, we learn to navigate life with grace, gratitude, and a sense of adventure. As Heraclitus wisely noted, no man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river and he's not the same man. Embracing this truth allows us to live fully, appreciating the beauty and impermanence of our journey. Lesson 5. Practice being thankful. Gratitude is a simple yet powerful practice that can transform how we perceive the world. It involves recognizing and appreciating the good things in our lives, even during challenging times. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking to what is present, from what is wrong to what is right. Stoic philosophy acknowledges the power of gratitude as a path to inner peace and contentment. By recognizing the good things we have, we can find happiness in the present. How do we express gratitude? Why is it so important? Being thankful isn't reserved for grand gestures or extraordinary events. It can be found in the simple pleasures of life, the warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of a child's laughter, or the aroma of a favorite dish. It's about savoring these little things and acknowledging their significance. The Stoics advise us to consider the transience of these pleasures by imagining their loss. Picture not being able to feel the sun's warmth or hear the laughter of someone you love. How much more precious would those memories become? This practice of negative visualization isn't meant to induce sadness. Rather, it's to enhance our appreciation of the present. It reminds us that the small things we often take for granted are truly invaluable gifts. Gratitude also has the power to reshape how we face difficulty. It's easy to succumb to negativity and hopelessness when confronted with challenges. However, by practicing gratitude, we can remain resilient and find hope even in adversity. For instance, if you are ill, you can still be thankful for the support of loved ones, care of medical professionals, and the opportunity to recover. By focusing on what you are grateful for, you can find strength and joy even in tough times. How do we incorporate gratitude into our daily lives? Start by making it a habit to reflect on what you are thankful for each day. This could be through a journal entry, a mental list, or a conversation with a friend. When practicing gratitude, aim to be specific. Instead of simply saying, "I'm thankful for my family," Think about specific moments or qualities that make you appreciate them. Consider the example of a person who starts each day by noting 3 things they are grateful for. This habit gradually shifts their mindset, helping them approach life with a positive outlook and greater contentment. Gratitude, when practiced regularly, becomes a habit that transforms our perspective and fosters happiness. The Stoics believed that by cultivating gratitude, we enhance our resilience and inner peace. It allows us to see the beauty in everyday life and remain hopeful during hardships. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, think, to enjoy, to love." Embracing this mindset helps us navigate life with a sense of wonder and fulfillment. By making gratitude a part of our daily routine, we can create a lasting impact on our well-being. It's not just about acknowledging the good in our lives, but about fully experiencing and cherishing it. This practice enriches our lives, bringing us closer to a state of inner peace and contentment. Lesson 6. Build your resilience. Resilience is the ability to overcome adversity, adapt to change, persevere in the face of difficulty. This trait can mean the difference between giving up when confronted with life's challenges and emerging stronger than ever. The Stoics recognize the importance of fortitude in dealing with life's inevitable ups and downs. They believe that by cultivating inner strength and stability, we could face problems with courage and grace. But how do we build resilience in real life? The first step is a shift in mindset. We don't have to see problems as insurmountable obstacles. Instead, we can view them as opportunities for learning and growth. When faced with challenges, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I become stronger as a result? By reframing problems this way, you empower yourself to tackle them with determination and resilience. Consider the story of a young entrepreneur who faced a major setback when their business failed. Instead of giving up, they analyzed what went wrong, learned valuable lessons, and started anew with improved strategy. This mindset of viewing setbacks as stepping stones is a key aspect of resilience. Another crucial component of resilience is the ability to manage stress and negative emotions. The Stoics recommended practices like mindfulness and meditation to develop inner calm and emotional balance. By incorporating these practices into your daily routine, you can remain calm and centered during life's storms, enabling you to make sound decisions and act appropriately. Resilience also entails being adaptable to change and uncertainty. Life is in constant flux, and our plans and goals often need to be adjusted. The Stoics taught that we should not cling to specific outcomes or resist change. Instead, we should embrace the ebb and flow of our journey, staying true to our core values while adapting to new circumstances. By doing so, we can face uncertainty with confidence rather than fear. For instance, think of a person who had their heart set on a particular career path, found themselves in a different field due to unforeseen circumstances. By remaining open and adaptable, they discovered new passions and opportunities they hadn't considered before. Lastly, community and connection fortify resilience. Having a network of friends, family, or mentors who provide support and guidance during tough times is invaluable. One powerful way to build resilience is to share your struggles and seek help when needed. This sense of connection not only provides emotional support, but also practical advice and encouragement. In essence, resilience is about developing the inner resources to face adversity. When you are resilient, you can navigate life's storms with courage and grace, knowing that you have the strength to overcome any challenge and emerge stronger on the other side. Think of the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, who wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By embracing this Stoic principle, we learn that obstacles are not just hurdles, but integral parts of our path to growth and strength. By cultivating resilience, we transform our approach to life's challenges, turning potential setbacks into opportunities for personal development and deeper understanding. This practice not only fortifies our spirit, but also enriches our journey, allowing us to thrive amidst adversity. Seventh lesson, live in alignment with your values. Living in alignment with your values involves making decisions and choices that reflect what is most important to you. It requires taking the time to fully understand your core values and committing to live by them in all aspects of your life. The Stoics believe that true happiness and inner peace come from living in accordance with our values. But how do we identify our values, and how can we live our lives in alignment with them? First, you need to discover your core values. These are the principles and beliefs that guide your life and help you determine what matters most to you. They might include honesty, compassion, courage, or integrity. Spend some time reflecting on what is truly important to you. Consider the moments in your life when you felt the happiest and most fulfilled. These experiences can provide clues about your core values. Once you have identified your values, strive to ensure that your decisions and actions align with them. This means making choices that reflect your values, even when they are difficult or inconvenient. For instance, if you value honesty, practice being truthful in all your interactions, even when a lie might seem easier. If compassion is important to you, find ways to help others and be kind in your daily life. Self-awareness and accountability are crucial for living in alignment with your values. Regularly evaluate your actions and decisions to see if they match your values. If you find that they do not, take responsibility and work to realign them. Remember, living according to your values is an ongoing process. As you grow and evolve, continue to reflect on and adjust your actions to stay true to yourself. Consider the example of a business leader who values integrity. Despite facing pressure to cut corners for short-term gains, they choose to uphold ethical standards. This decision not only earns them respect, but also builds a sustainable and trustworthy enterprise. Living in alignment with one's values, even when challenging, leads to long-term fulfillment and peace. Reflect on a time when you acted in accordance with your values, even when it was difficult. Perhaps you stood up for a colleague being treated unfairly, or chose to speak the truth in a situation where lying would have been easier. These actions, though challenging, reinforce your commitment to your values and strengthen your character. Living authentically and with integrity leads to genuine happiness and peace. People who align their lives with their values are more likely to make decisions that bring them joy and satisfaction, even in the face of challenges. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Living in alignment with your values means recognizing what truly matters and letting that guide your life. In essence, living in alignment with your values is a journey of self-discovery and continuous improvement. It requires constant reflection and the courage to make choices that reflect your true self. By doing so, you cultivate a life of purpose, integrity, and enduring happiness. Eighth lesson: embrace the present moment. Living in the present moment is a powerful antidote to negative thoughts. The Stoics taught that dwelling on the past or worrying about the future only leads to unnecessary suffering. Instead, they emphasized focusing on the here and now. To practice this, start by grounding yourself in the present. When you notice your mind drifting to past regrets or future anxieties, gently bring it back to the present moment. Pay attention to your surroundings, the sounds, the sights, and your own breath. This simple practice can help you break free from the grip of negative thoughts. For example, consider the story of a person who constantly worried about their future career. By learning to embrace the present moment, they found joy in their current work and interaction, which in turn opened new opportunities they hadn't anticipated. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius advised, "Confine yourself to the present. By doing so, you cultivate a sense of peace and clarity that diminishes the power of negative thoughts." Remember, present moment is the only time you have control over, and it is where true happiness resides. Ninth lesson: develop a strong inner citadel. The concept of the inner citadel is central to Stoic philosophy. It represents an unshakable fortress within yourself, where your true self resides, protected from the chaos of the external world. Developing a strong inner citadel involves building mental and emotional resilience, allowing you to withstand external pressures and negative influences. To strengthen your inner citadel, engage in regular self-reflection and practice self-discipline. Meditate on your values and principles and make a commitment to uphold them regardless of external circumstance. This inner strength becomes a sanctuary a place where you can retreat and find solace amidst life's challenges. For instance, imagine a person who faces constant criticism at work. By developing their inner citadel, they learn to filter out unconstructive criticism and focus on their self-worth and values. This mental fortitude enables them to maintain their confidence and positivity. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By building your inner citadel, you become the master of your thoughts and emotions, impervious to the negativity around you. This practice empowers you to navigate life with a calm and unshakable spirit. Ninth lesson, develop a strong inner citadel. The concept of the inner citadel is central to Stoic philosophy. It represents an unshakable fortress within yourself, where your true self resides, protected from the chaos of the external world. Developing a strong inner citadel involves building mental and emotional resilience, allowing you to withstand external pressures and negative influences. To strengthen your inner citadel, engage in regular self-reflection and practice self-discipline. Meditate on your values and principles, and make a commitment to uphold them regardless of external circumstances. This inner strength becomes a sanctuary, a place where you can retreat and find solace amidst life's challenges. For instance, imagine a person who faces constant criticism at work. By developing their inner citadel, they learn to filter out unconstructive criticism and focus on their self-worth and values. This mental fortitude enables them to maintain their confidence and positivity. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By building your inner citadel, you become the master of your thoughts and emotions, impervious to the negativity around you. This practice empowers you to navigate life with a calm and unshakable spirit. 10th lesson, practice voluntary discomfort. Voluntary discomfort is a Stoic practice that involves intentionally exposing yourself to challenges and discomforts to build resilience and diminish the fear of hardship. By regularly stepping out of your comfort zone, you train your mind to handle negative thoughts and adverse situations more effectively. Start by incorporating small acts of voluntary discomfort into your daily routine. This could be taking cold showers, fasting, or challenging yourself with difficult tasks. These practices help you realize that discomfort is temporary and manageable, reducing the impact of negative thoughts when genuine challenges arise. Consider the example of an athlete who trains in harsh conditions to prepare for competition. By enduring voluntary discomfort, they develop mental toughness and are better equipped to handle the pressures of actual events. Seneca advised, "Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" By practicing voluntary discomfort, you learn to face and overcome your fears, diminishing the power of negative thoughts and building a more resilient mindset. In embracing these 10 priceless Stoic lessons, you can transform your relationship with negative thoughts and cultivate a life of inner peace and resilience. From knowing what you can control to practicing gratitude, building resilience, living in alignment with your values, and embracing the present moment, these timeless teachings offer a roadmap to mental clarity and emotional strength. Remember, the journey of self-improvement is ongoing, and each step you take brings you closer to a more fulfilling and balanced life. If you found these insights valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from these teachings. Don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Quotes 365 for more content on Stoicism and practical philosophy. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Leave a comment below on which Stoic lesson resonated most with you and how you plan to implement it in your life. Thank you for watching, and may you find wisdom and strength in your journey.